Hello everybody. Today we're going to take a look at a Battletech novel that I had the opportunity to listen to in audiobook form last week. If you enjoy well-written characters and looking at the Battletech universe from a unique point of view, this book might just be for you. Let's dive in. The Nellus Academy Incident is a novel set in the Battletech universe written by author Jennifer Brozek. It was originally a 25-part serial which has been published in various forms since 2012. In 2021, an audio edition was released, and this is what I'll be reviewing today. The story is set largely on a planet named Nestor, following our main character, Allegra Green, who is a new transplant at the prestigious Nellus Academy. 2 years away from her graduation, Allegra is quickly introduced to a band of other high-achieving students who have been selected to represent the Academy in some upcoming events. I won't go into too much detail as I'm not going to spoil the story. Real quick, I want to establish that if you're looking for a Battletech story that has lots of high-intensity mech combat and you're not so interested in characters, this book is likely not for you. While one of the cadets in Allegra Green's cohort is in the Battle Mech training program, you won't see any mechs in the story until near the end of the book. To be even more specific, there's really only one. There's your fair warning. As the story progresses, Allegra learns more about her cohort along with the reader as she represents the fish-out-of-water protagonist. She has her own past, which includes some pretty traumatic events, which also act to drive the narrative forward. When the group starts to ask questions after noticing things aren't quite making sense with their role as cadet representatives, they're plunged into a world of intrigue between two major Inner Sphere houses. The strength of this book is the depth of the main characters. You don't get to know as much as you might want to about some of them, but for the 5 or 6 primaries in that cohort, the author does an excellent job of building connections with the reader. When bad and even horrific things happen to the characters over the course of the story, the readers feel it along with the others in the group. Kudos to Jennifer Brozek for that. It's not as easy to establish as you might think. Without going into detail, the novel pulls no punches, and I think it would be good for the reader to know that going in. These are young adults and children who find themselves playing a very dangerous game, and there are significant and permanent consequences when things don't go well. The antagonists are playing for keeps and do not shy away from harming people to get what they want. This is not a Disney version of the Battletech universe, and I would go even so far to say that I would hesitate before handing this book out to a tween unless you know they're capable of processing some of the traumatic events that take place in this novel. The audiobook I purchased has excellent narration by Lisa Lee. Her use of accents, shifting tones, and an obvious talent for different voices makes for a very pleasurable listening experience. If you're on the fence concerning the audiobook versus print, I think it might be worth it for the audiobook just for the added value Lee's voice brings to the story. The only issue I have with the novel is a very minor one. In the midsection, just before the major antagonist is revealed, there's a considerable number of words devoted to this group of young cadets gathering information from possible spies in their midst. However, they really only end up looking at one obvious person from one event. It felt a little rushed and procedural just to get characters from point B to point C. It would have been fun to look at several different possibilities or even one of their own fellow cadets as a possible spy before settling on the most likely target. Overall, I think if you enjoy character-driven stories in a very localized setting, the Nellus Academy Incident is a solid buy. If you prefer your Battletech novels to cover grand events, battles, big stompy robots shooting at each other, then this could really be a pass. If you've read the Nellus Academy Incident and want to offer your thoughts, feel free to drop those in the comments below. Big thanks to the Ko-Fi supporters, and don't forget the best way to support this channel is to like, subscribe, and share the video with somebody else who might appreciate it. Not too shabby for a free action, right? Until next time, take care and go make the world a slightly better place today and tomorrow.